A question has come to me about the ruling of black dyeing the hair black for men and for women. And here is my answer. For women, there is no difference of opinion among any of the traditional scholars, past or present, which said that it is forbidden for women. Therefore, for women, dyeing your hair in any color is permissible in any color that tickles your fancy.
So this is the part that your question aligns with or has to do with, and my answer is the fact that the Sheikh here is a known brother. Actually, I've seen his video before now. I do not remember his name, but he's not among those that speak out of fancy or out of nowhere. But in this particular clip and aspect of the clip of his speaking, he had made obvious errors. He made obvious mistakes. So this is because he said he doesn't know of any scholar, traditional scholar of the past or present, that says dyeing the hair of the women black. Just a mere search or Google search of this particular issue will show to us that there are scholars ranging from Ibn Baz that says it is impermissible, it is haram for women to dye their hair to black. So there are some others that says, okay, if they are married and it's done with the permission of their husband to dye to black, the dye is permissible for them. So, and the reason for its prohibition is because there is also a standing prohibition for men. And in most judgment, as I said earlier on, or I've said to you, most judgment that is directed to the men, then the women are also being, the same is also being directed to them. So let's read the page. This result is coming from the website of sheikhbinbaz.org.sa. So he said, As-sawab anna sibga bis-sawad muharramun mutlaqa, that dyeing with black is completely forbidden. Alal mutazawwija wa ghayril mutazawwija, for the one that is married and the one that is not married. Walal rijali wan nisa, upon the men and upon the women. لقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, because of the statement of the Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, في الحديث الصحيح, in an authentic hadith, where he said, غيروا هذا الشيب, change this gray hair, وجنبوا السواد, and distance or avoid black, or avoid dyeing it black. خرجه الإمام مسلم في صحيح, this is narrated or reported by Imam Muslim in his Sahih. وَلَوْ كَانَ يُبَاحُ فِي التَّغْيِيرِ, if it is permissible in changing بِالسَّوَادِ لِأَحَدٍ, to black for anyone, لَا أَبَاحَهُ النَّبِيُّ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم, then the Prophet would have allowed it لِلصَّحَابَةِ, for the companions, وَلِوَالِدِ الصِّدِّيقِ, and for the father of Siddiq, who happened to be Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, may Allah be pleased with him and his father. But lamma ji'a ilayhi biwalid as-Siddiq, rather when the father of Siddiq was brought to him, fara'a bayada lihyatahu, or fara'a bayada lihyatihi, and he sees the grey whitish of his beard, he ordered for it to be changed, as we've read in the hadith. So this is coming from a very renowned scholar of our time, or let me say of our century. He is late now, so he's late around, I think around 2000 or 2000 something. Since this sheikh is late, but he's still someone of this century. So saying that there is no scholar, this is a scholar. So, and this is the evidence, even though in the complete presentation he also mentioned this, but the tawilat, those that actually have gone, or those that he mentioned to have hold a contrary position, he mentioned their contrary position to a kind of strange interpretation of the same hadith. So, and he also mentioned that there are some companions that usually used to do it, and his evidence for the fact that the companions usually used to dye black is what could not be verified. Rather, he brought in Ash'ar, Shir. He brought in poem to say there is a poem of this social Sahaba that he mentioned that they used to dye, and we don't use poem as a source of evidence in Islamic jurisprudence. So if we also go to result number 2 regarding this particular issue, if you open this particular site, though it's also in Arabic, it is being asked that ma hukmu sibghi shiri bisawad, what is the ruling for dyeing the hair black, liman shaba ba'da shi'riha, for the one, especially if she's a female that has part of his hair gray, fi sinnin bakir, in early years of his life or of her life, wala taqsudu tadlisan, and she did not intend to deceive ala ahad, to deceive anyone, wadhalika bi ilmi zawjiha, and she is doing it with the approval of of her husband. Arju tawdih al-hukmi, I intend from you to clarify the ruling ala al-madahib al-arba, upon the fourth school of thought, wa shukran, and thanks to you in advance, or thanks to you. Then it was answered that اختلف أهل العلم في الصبغ بالسواد بين قائل بالكراهة وقائل بالتحريم. The scholars are divided on is dyeing with black, is it mere prohibition or strict prohibition. ورخص فيه بعضهم للمرأة تتزين به لزوجها, and some scholars have lightened the ruling for a female if she does that for her husband. وقيده بعضهم بما إذا أذن لها الزوج, and some of them have even restrict this permissibility to if the husband has permit him or has permit her to do so. والراجح, and the most correct, والأوفق للسنة هو تحريمه, and the one that is closest to the sunnah is that it is prohibited. فقد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, because the messenger of Allah, may the peace and the blessing of Allah be upon him, have said, غيروا هذا بشيء, he said, change this with something, change this gray hair with something, وَجِتَنِبُ السَّوَادِ, and avoid using black. Rawahu Muslim, reported by Muslim. وقال صلى الله عليه وسلم, and the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم also said, يكون قوم يخضبون في آخر الزمان, there will be some group of people that will be dying at the end time of the time, بالسواد, with black, كحواصل الحمام لا يريحون رائحة الجنة, they will be like حواصل الحمام, of which I do not know the exact meaning to this. لا يريحون رائحة الجنة, they will not smell the fragrance of the paradise for them doing this. So you see how the prohibition is in this second hadith. Rawahu Abu Dawud, this is reported by Abu Dawud, wa Nasai, by Nasai, wa Ahmad, and by Ahmad, wa sahahahu Albani, and Sheikh Albani authenticate this hadith. Ay yughayyiruna ash-shi'r al-abyad, that they will be changed, the meaning is that they will be changing their whitish hair, min shape from grey, al-waqi, that is with them, firas, on their head, wal-lihya, and on their beard, kama fi Awn al-Ma'bud, just as it has been explained in this book of Awn al-Ma'bud. So they will be doing this. So this part is a summary to everything that I have said, that some says is merely prohibited, some say is strictly prohibited, and the correct is strict prohibition for including the women. But some others says for the women, if it is by the permission of her husband. So if it is by the permission of her husband, she should go ahead to do it. If not by the permission of her husband, she should not do it. So this is the correct thing, and this is what is known, and this is what is reported from majority of the scholars, even the renowned scholars of the world of the fourth school of jurisprudence. So I actually do not know the Sahaba he was mentioning, and the narration or the authenticity of the narration he was mentioning, but even from the first part that I've showed you, there are contemporary scholars. This particular post was 2010. 2010, that's when this question was asked, and these scholars that I mentioned are the scholars of the past. The one I showed you is from someone that is also of recent, maybe you've heard of the name of by Sheikh Ibn Baz. He has a contrary position to what the brother has said in that clip. Wallahu alam. May Allah forgive all of us of our shortcomings. May He guide us to the right thing to do in our life and in issues of our life, and may He admit us all to His paradise and forgive our shortcomings. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا.